and I'm one of the co-founders of Breathing Room. Let me ask you a quick question. How many of you all, that is strange, how many of you all traveled for work to other cities around the country, around the world before? That's it. Wait, I'm seeing like 8 hands up. Okay, that's a surprisingly small percentage. I expect to be a little closer to 50-60%. But how do one of those days typically work? You have 2 or 3 meetings in the day with clients, partners, vendors. Your meeting may get cancelled, but even if they don't, you try and spread them out so you have enough time between the meetings. You typically camp out at a coffee shop in between and try and get some work done. This is actually the way things are done worldwide, not just in India. Where are you? You're at a coffee shop. A coffee shop is loud. It's a social hangout. There are some teenagers who are taking selfies and so on at a coffee shop. It's distracting. There's people walking around. The coffee isn't really that great. And if you have Wi-Fi access, it's flaky at best. Far too few plug points. These aren't really places built to work. All of us go there to get work done. Let's take a slightly different use case. This is actually my story yesterday. I started in sort of the north end of Bangalore, went down to the south end, went back up to Malleshwaram, went back down to HSR. I mean, this is a pretty crappy experience, and I essentially am going back and forth for meetings. I'm spending half my time just navigating the city, and I'm stuck in heat, traffic, and pollution. Not very happy. So to solve this, what we're hoping is Breathing Room can help with this. Breathing Room, most people think of us as an Uber for workspaces. We think of ourselves closer to a hotel tonight for workspaces. We think a breathing room is where you go to think if you want to get some work done. It's a place to work and maybe have meetings, bring all your meetings to one place. And if you're taking one of those dreaded red eyes, it's a place to just get ready and be productive for your next set of meetings when you're drained of all juice in the middle of the day. What you get as a traveler is you get a professional workspace. A lot of these are fairly interesting, you'll see that in a second. You get fast, reliable Wi-Fi, you get privacy, and you get quiet. You get a place that's built to work when you want to get work done. I'll show you how this is happening, right? And how you can get access to Breathing Room yourself. You download the app, you're live on the Apple App Store as well as in the Play Store today. You'll find breathing rooms that are closest to you. Here's an example of one in Pune. Right? That one's a tech startup that has extra space, that's looking to share their space and make something out of valuable real estate. The one below that's an art gallery in Colaba. Unfortunately, can't scroll much. Here's an example of an office in Powai that's got a spare office, a spare set of cabins, and they're looking to get someone to share that space. Below that, actually, is a design store in Lower Parel. It's incredibly nice, and they don't have anyone coming in from 11 to 5 pretty much. Let's look a little more detail. Here's the tech startup. Here's what they're doing with their extra office space. They're making it available. It's functional. It's got incredibly good Wi-Fi. You won't get any closer to the airport than this. If you've flown into the city and you have 6 hours before you actually have your meeting because your flight schedules, essentially control, how you fly in and out, you can get work done in that time. Before flying out, if you've got downtime, you can go there, be productive. You can book today, tomorrow, or day after. We don't let people book more than that in advance right now. We're focused on making sure that space owners can control their own workspace if they need it. So they get first dibs on it as they rightfully should. You select the time slots that you want the space at. You'll see when it's reserved by other people. You select it. You select the time slot that you want it for. Tap your card, and you've unlocked your breathing room. Right? It's that simple. It's not meant to take more than 45 seconds from the time when you say you need space to work, and then finding and getting the space reserved for yourself. You're not going to worry about will I get a seat at a Starbucks. You're not going to worry about if the Wi-Fi is even going to work. You're not going to worry about trying to have a muffin and a coffee only because you need to get something. Right? You'll see upcoming reservations, and you can navigate to the place and contact the people, the person who manages the space if you need to, right? So why are we excited about it, right? The coffee shop market alone is a $2 billion market in South and Southeast Asia. The business traveler market is a $22 billion market in India alone. It's the fastest growing segment in the world across all business travel. There are many more use cases for these short-term professional space needs, and we think we can help with that. Our biggest competitors are Regus and coffee shops. I think I've made my case for coffee shops so far. Travel warriors have often looked at Regus in the past. With Breathing Room, you'll have a breathing room within a 10-minute walk of wherever you'll be. Regus will never be able to do that. They're a very capital-heavy model. Our team is a mix of operations, business, and tech. We're all people who worked together for a long time in the past. So let's wrap up and see where we are. Breathing Room is a network of on-demand hourly workspace. We're way better than a coffee shop, and we'll be available when you need one, where you need one. There'll be hundreds of these in the city. We're live in Bombay, Pune, as of yesterday in Bangalore and Hong Kong. The average time it takes to make a reservation is 45 seconds. And we believe this is a $5 billion plus market. We spoke about billion-dollar companies. We think this is something that can get there. We've seen hotels disrupted by Airbnb and Hotel Tonight. We've seen transportation disrupted by Uber and Lyft and Taxi for Shore and Ola. We've seen home ownership disrupted by people like Zillow and Redfin, but commercial real estate is waiting to be disrupted. We believe we can.